This is a Global Tel-Link prepaid call from
Tim Maris,
an inmate at the Minneapolis Department of Corrections.
From Hope Community Church and the Going Local podcast Minneapolis, it's Heist, a one-episode film festival submission. I'm Katie Koenig. For the last 6 months, I've spent every working day trying to figure out where a man was for 30 minutes one day in 2014. Here's the case I'm working on. About 9 months ago, a 6-inch golden statue went missing. To get technical about it, it was the 2015 Hope Film Fest Male Acting Award. It went missing in early August of 2014. No one knew where it went or how it happened. A couple of weeks after it disappeared, a man named Tim was arrested for theft. He's been in prison ever since. Dan was one of Tim's friends and was also a suspect in the case, but he had plea bargained with the state and didn't go to trial. Dan told the jury that Tim was consumed with getting the award. He said that Tim told him that he would do anything to make it his. Dan's story became the key piece of evidence that put Tim behind bars. But there's a catch. The stolen award was never found anywhere. What made it so confusing was that he already had this award. 2 of them. So why would a guy like him steal a third one?
I think it started off like any other Sunday morning. I woke up and drove over to Hope for Education Hour at 9. It was some class about Old Testament views of dating. Then I met up with my friend Dan, and we went down to connection time between service to get some coffee and carbs. It's what we always did. I think I met some people who looked new. Turns out they've been doing the Hope for 12 years. Then we went up to second service. Steve was probably preaching on the gospel or something. And then I was at home when the police showed up. They said the award for 2015 Best Male Actor was stolen, and that I was under arrest for stealing it. I was like, there's no way I could have done it. I was at church the whole time. That's when they told me it was stolen from church, between services, during connection time. I told them I was with Dan the whole morning, talked to him. But when the trial came, Dan said he wasn't even at Hope that morning. And now, I'm in jail. I don't know why he changed his story at trial. I guess I don't blame him. Maybe he just didn't remember.
At this point, I wanted to believe Tim's story, but it had a lot of problems, gaps. I needed to hear Dan's side.
He told me he was going to steal it. I thought that meant he was just going to win the award and steal the show. Again. But he really wanted to win it this year. He wanted to keep on winning. He was like a rhinoceros in a china shop. I wanted to help him, but you don't make peace with a rhino. He felt like no one saw him as a serious actor. He was just a joker. He wanted to prove them wrong, but he's afraid that he couldn't. The day it happened, he picked me up in his car after church. We drove to the Best Buy parking lot. He opened up his trunk to show me something. There it was, the 2015 Male Acting Award. I saw it with my own eyes. And it doesn't even matter. I couldn't have been at Hope that day when the award was stolen. I left to join Revolution Church Plant 16 months ago. I was miles away when it happened.
What I took away from the interview with Dan was that somebody's lying here. Maybe Tim really is innocent. It's like they were both playing me, but they were playing different games. Tim was playing checkers, and Dan was playing chess. So what to make of all of this? Do I have an ending? I went back through every single detail of the case, every document, every tape, every interview, and I really don't know. Tim has motive, but so does Dan. So maybe they're both telling the truth. I mean, what is truth anyway? What do we actually know? What do they know? What do they know that we know, and we know that they know? What is knowing, and who are they? When I first picked up the case, it seemed so attainable. But now I'm back where I started. Don't tell me that Tim didn't know the award was stolen. Don't tell me that Dan was miles away when it happened. Just tell me the facts, because we didn't have them 6 months ago, and we certainly don't have them today.
Support for Heist comes from Hope Community Church.
From Hope Community Church.
Hope Camp?